All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin podcast. Kenny D and the Sandman here in the barbershop once again. If it's your first episode, check us out. We're on every single podcast platform. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. Give us that like, give us that subscribe, and watch all our other stuff too. Do your ears ever get fucked up?
Oh, most definitely.
Like my ears, like I couldn't hear out of my right ear like at all for like 3 days this week.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I got kind of scared, but if I kind of want to talk about getting older.
Okay,
bit, like,
well, bring it home.
Yeah, because like I couldn't hear. I woke up and it was just like I can't hear shit out of my right ear, man, and I don't know why. There's no explanation for it.
Have you been swimming? What? Anything? Nothing really.
No, but that just happens every once in a while, and that's the side. Like I do have hearing loss on this side, pretty bad.
Okay, from service.
Yeah, just because like I'm not gonna walk around in Afghanistan with earplugs in all day long.
Okay, are you using that as an excuse or is it in a fact? Because my excuse is I worked construction for so long and I didn't wear earplugs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe it's because I work construction.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like a bomb went off like literally 6 feet away.
But anything but getting old is what I'm saying.
Oh, right. Well, I think it made me think of it because I think it's getting worse because I'm getting older. Like it's starting to deteriorate.
I see what you're saying.
Even more, So my hearing was already fucked.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And then like for a while it was like everything that I heard like another high pitched version in this ear, and then I just couldn't hear shit for a little while. Like my wife's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, what? Huh? What? I'm seriously thinking about like, shit, am I gonna have to get a hearing aid forever and ever? So you got like your body doing anything like that to you as you get older?
Yeah. I'm 45. I'll be 46, and I never had any major injuries. I never broke a bone or anything. So I'm having shoulder issues, and that's pretty much it.
Shoulder issues.
Yeah. And it doesn't hurt to the point where I think I need surgery, but yeah, it's concerning. Mm-hmm. It's like, like, what is this? Because like I said, I've never been injured. I don't remember ever hurting my shoulder. Mm-hmm. So is it?
Well, now you can hurt yourself sleeping.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like when I was younger, I could sleep like anywhere. It didn't matter what position I was in. But now it's like, I'm only 30, but like, if I sleep weird, like I'm jacked up.
You got to make sure you're
I'm
right.
jacked up for a couple of days. And the Marine Corps definitely did it a lot. Definitely did a lot of it. Like I remember specific moments like first in the Marine Corps, like within my first year,
right?
At School of Infantry, we did it's like a 25-kilometer hike. I don't know how many miles that is, like 20. But we took all our shit. We're wearing like hundreds of pounds of stuff, And at the end of it, I dropped all my stuff and I couldn't stand up. Like I was stuck, bent over, and I was 18 years old, and I was thinking, man, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt later.
That would be a scary moment.
Yeah, like I couldn't stand up, and I was fine the next day, and I've been fine since. But like now my back hurts. Like I got pretty bad back pain day to day.
Well,
and I remember that specific moment, and even in the moment, I knew like this is gonna fuck me up pretty good.
I guess I had a similar moment.
Yeah,
I was, like I said again, I was working construction, and I did not want to do this, but I had to get a CDL because of the job to drive my excavator around and shit. You know what I mean? And hopping up and down, loading this excavator, unloading it, bang, boom.
Yeah, man, that'll do.
I was 32, and I swore I had a back problem.
Yeah,
that was the main deciding factor why I quit that kind of work, because I thought I had a chronic back problem, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I needed major surgery, and it scared the shit out of me. I was only 32, but since I quit that kind of work, I haven't had any problems in my shoulder. It's just like the Marine Corps. I mean, I had to, I slept on one side so much in prison.
Yeah,
on that little ass rack.
Yeah,
I think that might be why. But I'm getting older too
for
now.
Sure. Yeah, and it's just getting, getting worse. You had something there, and now like all your cartilage is going away.
And that's what I'm like, dang, man, I can hear it.
Yeah. My wife did that the other day. She was like, oh my God, I can hear my shoulder.
Like, I can hear my shit, man. I'm like, damn, yeah, that flipped me out the other day. But there's times, like, I'll have the occasional cigar, but I ride my bike a lot. I mean, I ride a lot, so my wind is there. I could go jogging if I wanted to. A couple miles. Not, I ain't saying I can do 5-10 miles or a marathon, but I can still breathe at 45 years old.
Yeah.
And at this age, I think we talked about it. It's like, I'm pretty good with my muscle tone. You know what I mean? At my age, you know what I mean? But still, sometimes I forget I'm 45.
Yeah.
I think we were laying in the bed the other day, and then I wanted my wife to do. I say we should do this, and this, and this. She's just like, she's over 50. You know what I mean? She's
like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah, she's looking at. I'm like, oh yeah. Sometimes I forget I'm 45.
Yeah, you can only do like one thing a day.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
You got to pick one thing to do today.
One thing to do. Can't do it all anymore.
Yeah, I just mowed my lawn and I'm fucking hurting.
That's enough.
I'm probably extra pink.
You did that today?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to, because dude, I'm so bad about doing it. I wait until it looks like the Chihuahuas, you can't see them anymore. Like they have to like just take a leap of faith into the grass. They don't know what's in there. So like I wait a long time. So I had to today. It was today or it was gonna be bad.
Well, I guess the weather. I mean, they kind of screwed up on the weather today. I didn't know whether it was gonna rain or
yeah. When I woke up, it was raining, and then when I was mowing the lawn, it was hot as fuck.
Okay, well let's start out like this, man. Had a couple questions on Twitter here, man. Yeah. It's real interesting. As a man, and I think a couple episodes we kind of talked about a little bit of this. Somebody wanted us to continue talking about it. As a man, how do you feel about if your wife made more money than you?
Good. Yeah, I would love to be. My wife. I'm talking to you. I would love to be a stay-at-home husband, dude. You go ahead. Make $1 million and I'll help you spend it. Okay. And I'll do whatever I got to do at the house.
Okay.
Cause like I don't have a problem with it. Like why would I?
Why would I?
Like I want her to do well. Oh. Like I don't want her to not succeed just because I'm not.
Man, see that's why we dogs, man. Yeah, I look to empower her.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to I'm the man. Yeah. Again, this is 2021. And there's two things that we still got to fight is racism and toxic masculinity. Yeah, we can place that there, right?
We buy stuff together. We pay the bills together. Like our money goes into the same bank account and we spend it together. Like it's not
a problem. Yeah, not a problem with it at all.
No, not even a little bit.
No. And as a kid, I think we kind of touched on it before we started recording. My mom growing up, I won't say she didn't work, but my dad was kind of an old-fashioned guy. You stay home, take care of the kids. Yeah. But my mom had hustles. My mom made flowers for funerals and parties. She was a DJ, probably one of the first female DJs in the city of Lincoln from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. She would always do shit. But I remember my mom being home most of the time because my dad allowed it. Mm-hmm. But like we said, there was just some things that we didn't know as kids. We didn't know what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I think both my parents had to work. I remember mom working real hard. I remember dad working real hard. Dad went to night school, so he could work during the day. I remember mom working 2 jobs, I think, at one point. So I don't think we were in a situation where one of them could stay home. But
you guys seeing that, and your brother and your sister, you're all pretty, So then there's that. You know what I mean? There's the ass into that. You saw that growing up, but apparently there's some men out there that are intimidated by their.
Hey, not me. Not me. Go get that bread.
Go get that bread. Like I said, let's go get it and come back with it. Yeah. I couldn't believe some of the comments I was reading about that.
But, some dudes are real threatened by that for some reason. Like I don't know. I'm not in that mindset at all, and I really never have been. So I guess I don't understand what the issue would even be. Like why?
Like I said, I'm always looking to empower her and my wife, man. I mean, like my mom, got all kind of hustles. She's been a barber for 34 years now, and all kind of other hustles. Now how would I?
Yeah, what you gonna make her stop doing?
Yeah, I mean, well,
you make her stop doing stuff she likes doing.
Yeah, what kind of guy would I be to do that, man? I could never look myself in the mirror and feel confident about myself or my relationship, making her do something like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't even tell her not to work. I mean, we could be in a situation where she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to, but I would never tell her, like, I make enough now, so you stay home.
Well, shit.
Yeah, she can work whenever she wants to.
I don't think that can be done today. I mean, shit. Some people's incomes, man, I'm hearing people are having to work 2-3 jobs these days, man.
Yeah, it's just fucking crazy. It's because minimum wage is still what it was in the 90s practically.
Yeah, pretty much. Minimum wage. I think it was 421 when I was 16.
Yeah, it's not really that. I don't think it's that different when
421, 521 when I was 16,
working.
and we're talking 30 years ago. And what is it now?
I think it's only like 7 something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think it was like upper 6s when I started working. So it's like barely changed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Looking in the news, man, there was a shooting downtown, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I gotta sometimes stay off these comments, bro. You know what I mean? I just got back on Facebook.
Yeah, you
I
just
see
got out of jail.
You've been to Omaha, right? You ever been to North Omaha?
I mean, not. I really have never gone to Omaha for anything other than the zoo.
Okay.
I've been to, when I was in high school, I went to like a concert there at the Sokol Underground.
Okay.
But that's pretty much, I don't really ever go there and hang out for too long.
Well, it's bad in Omaha right now, man. It's really bad. It's really bad. I pray for the city of Omaha right now, man. It's really, really bad up there. And I see people say Lincoln's becoming just like Omaha or both just like Chicago. And
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. I mean, and I'm never here to glorify violence, man. Like I said, I cannot stand that shit. But you go to Chicago, you're going to get probably 8 murders a minute, you know, and they're all isolated events. You know, here in Lincoln, Nebraska, we're probably in the one of the safest places you're going to be in on God's green earth right now.
I feel pretty good about it. Even like in the hood of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people get the word the hood or the ghetto, or I think they get it real misconstrued. I mean, because the hood ain't just black people. I can show you some white hoods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ghettos were originated for the Italians and the Irish that were coming over here. That's where the word ghetto came from. It was for the Irish and the Italians. Then on the West Coast for the Japanese. You know, I don't know how far up North Cali you've been, but you know, if you see it, a lot of these buildings are still standing where Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
And this is American history that's covered up, where they built what we call today now projects to hold the Japanese Americans in these camps.
Yeah. Had straight up camps.
Yeah. And then later on throughout the years, they became projects. You know what I mean? So a lot of people associate black people with being in these hoods and these ghettos when they originally originated for the Italians, the Irish, and the Japanese.
Yeah. The word hood, I think, is more about the place.
Yeah, about the place.
Than the people. But you're right. People do, like, there is like an automatic connection between like hood and black people that people make.
I mean, because I had plenty white homies in the hood. Too many to count. I ain't gonna sit here and try.
Yeah, I mean, especially around here.
You know, especially around here.
Maybe not in hoods elsewhere, but
no. I mean, there's always the occasional white guy, man. There's always a couple, man. Even in my crew, we had two couple white dudes, man, and they were some bad motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And one thing about it, you know, walking in, you know, especially walking in somewhere, and there's 5 brothers, and these 2 or 1 white dude. You know, you kind of like, if he's with them.
Who is that stand-up? He has that joke about how there's always one white dude, and he's like the craziest one.
He the motherfucker that's going to get your ass.
Was that Dave? I don't think that was Dave Chappelle.
I think it might have been. You always got to worry about that one white dude. He with 10 brothers, man, and he's off to the side, not necessarily in the middle, but not in the back, but he's in the front. Yeah, you better worry about him, not really us, not us. You better worry about that white boy. And the white boy in my crew, man, shout out to the homie TB, man. He was from the Bronx.
Damn.
Yeah. He moved down here. I met him in 5th grade. He was from the Bronx, so he had that, you know, and I won't say the word, you know what I mean, but a lot of people, that W word, you know, that they used to call him, you know what I mean? But this white cat, you know, grew up around Puerto Ricans and blacks. You know what I mean? His mom was married to a black dude. He called that black dude dad. So it's kind of like what I used to say, if you were raised around wolves, you're going to walk on all 4s. You dig? And if you got a white dude that's been around, you know, nothing but black dudes, you know what I mean? And he walks like them, and he talks like them, and he acts like them. you gotta kind of leave him the fuck alone, because he might whoop you.
Goddamn camera stopped again.
Be bye.
1 second.
Oh, good.
Shit, I don't know why it does that.
Technology, man.
Yeah, what the fuck? This shit can't be easy. It should be really easy. We should just take videos, airdrop it to the computer, and that's the end of it. But that's never it.
It's never the thing.
All right, I think we're good. All right, I think we are back. Have you ever, not to wildly change the subject, have you ever hit and run on somebody? We were talking about this the other day too. I have too. In high school, I was pulling out of a spot, and I got like the front end of the car next to me with my dad's truck.
Oh,
and it left like red paint down the side, and yeah, and I looked,
dad's truck.
Yeah, I looked around. I was like, shit, did anybody see that?
What kind of truck was it? What kind of truck was it?
A Ford Ranger, just a little.
Okay.
Just a little Ford Ranger. Yeah, so I was like, shit, did anybody see that? And I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't think anybody saw it. So I was just like, I was 16. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking keep driving. And my dad came home. He's like, "What's up with the red paint on the truck?"
That's the first thing he sees.
I'm like, "Fuck!"
It's the first thing he sees. Yeah, that's that dad power.
Right. I told him that somebody hit it. I was like, "Oh, somebody hit it.
Somebody must have hit it, man.
Somebody hit it, I guess."
I don't know.
I don't know if he believed me then, but Dad, Dad, now you know.
You just told on yourself.
Yeah, now you know that I did that. But I think he knew I did. It's the second he came home. He's like, "What's up with the red paint on the side of my truck?" I was like, "Oh, what? There's paint on it."
My hit and run story, my only hit and run story, actually. I had a little bucket, man. I had a little Honda I used to make my runs with, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, because I didn't want to ride a Cadillac or a Buick or a Chevy and be obvious, you know what I mean? So I had my little Honda, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's smart, man.
And I literally rode this thing to the dirt, to the point where I'm riding down the street, and it was kind of misting, not real rainy, but I wasn't paying attention, and I hit the brakes, and I slid right. Wasn't even it just bam. I'm like, oh fuck, right on 27th, bro. So I'm like, oh my god. So I get out, and it's this little lady, right? I'm like, holy shit, man.
Oh, she was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah. She was, this is in traffic. Man. So I'm like, okay, shit. I'm dirty as fuck. I think I might even have some warrants. I don't know. But I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Well, I'm in the far lane. And traffic's backed up in the other lane.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, just park over here. So she's like, okay. So I get a little gap, man, and I just floor it. Bam! I'm out. I kind of snaked through the hood a little bit, and my mom's driveway was in the back of the house. So I got out, and my car had white paint all over. So I try to wipe that shit off. Try to wipe it off, and got away with it. Okay?
All right.
So I think.
Ooh,
all right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take y'all back to the penitentiary. My first number, I think 98, 99. I'm a night porter, right? So after everybody locks down, then I come back out, and a guard has to be with me to get the chemicals and all that shit, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it's this little Latino lady. So she's like beaming me, bro. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's up, lady? She's like, you hit me. Oh. I'm like, I didn't hit you. I don't hit women. I got sisters. You know what I mean? I got my, I'm giving her that. She's like, no. You hit me with your red car. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. That's my hit and run story, man. True story.
Damn, she was probably so happy to see you. She's like, this
motherfucker's in here. Yeah, that's my hit and run story.
Damn, that's crazy. Are you a road rager when you're driving?
No, man.
Do you get into the road rage?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither.
Nope. I'm a slow and low.
Yeah.
I'm in no hurry.
Yeah, I'll get where I'm going, man.
I don't give a damn if you pass me and floor it. I don't care. I'll meet you at the stoplight. 10 times out of 10,
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say, dude. Those dudes are like bombing through traffic, like you pull up right next to them at the stoplight every single time.
Meet you at the stoplight, man.
Every single time. They're like, you're in such a hurry to get past me, dude.
I don't get it. I mean, we driving around in basically 2,500 pound bullets.
Yeah.
I mean, we all love our cars. We like our paint. We like our wheels. We like our music, man. But we fucking around with danger. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was actually watching that race when Earnhardt hit that wall, man, and it didn't look like he hit that hard. But that's all it takes. You tap somebody.
Yeah, and there's just like a mutual agreement that you have with everybody else that they're just not gonna T-bone the shit out of you.
You know,
like you just trust that everybody else is gonna not crash right.
And that's what it is. And I always delay the takeoff. I ain't got to get right in the intersection, man. Because the way people are not paying attention coming across you, you know, they might not have seen that red light. So I always delay. I ain't in no fucking hurry.
Yeah. My wife, at least she likes to comment on my driving every time I drive.
My wife too.
But I mean, sometimes she'll be like, "Why didn't you go?" And I'm like, "Well, what I tell her, I've told her this a billion times, but like, I never put myself in a position where I have to trust the other person. Like just because somebody has their blinker on does not mean I'm not gonna pull in front of them because they might just have their fucking blinker on. Like you've never seen somebody keep going on an intersection. You know? I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I'm counting on you to do what you're supposed to because I mean half the time motherfuckers are on their phone. Like if you text and drive, stop it.
Stop that shit.
for real.
That's real shit. That makes my blood boil, man. And I'm a bike rider too.
Yeah, especially like you're gonna kill somebody, dude.
You're gonna kill somebody.
You're gonna be texting, not see somebody riding their bike, and you're gonna fucking kill them.
Yeah, and that's been happening a lot here in Lincoln, man. There's been a lot of road rage incidents here in Lincoln lately, man.
Yeah,
and it makes no sense to me. You're gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, well, I don't think I've ever been that mad about anything. I saw this video, it was on like Instagram or TikTok or something, where this dude, like they must have been having some kind of road rage beef. And the second they got to a stop sign, the dude in front just hopped out with a gun and just started blasting the other dude's windshield. And it's like, what? Like I've never been that mad about anything, let alone somebody like tailgating me, you know, like.
Well, there was an incident about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks on Highway 77 there where the kid, in the article, the guy was like, I wasn't even close to you. I was nowhere. There was no contact, nothing. But the kid halted traffic, man, in front of everybody with a gun on the highway, man. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Is it drugs? Is it mental health?
I don't know. That's why.
Or is it masculine?
It may be. Hey, it might be.
Okay.
It might be that toxic masculinity.
I think like, guns are doing that for a lot of people.
Well, like, and a lot of problems start with like, I want you to think I'm tougher than you, but why? Like, I don't care. Like, we're sitting at this table. I don't care if you think you're tougher than me. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. Let's touch on that a little bit. I've never been a big dude, man. Yeah. I'm tall.
Yeah.
But I've never been a big dude. I've never been able to the guy to be able to, you know, walk around and intimidate anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why try and act like that?
Yeah, well, why do you even want
if it ain't in you?
Why do you even want to intimidate everybody?
Why would you want to? Because nobody wants you around. Nobody likes you.
Yeah.
Nobody likes you.
All that does is just make people stop inviting you places. And then you're at home by yourself forever. Like, congratulations on how tough you are. Have fun hanging out by yourself. Yeah. But like I don't want to intimidate. Like even like strangers at the gas station. Like I don't want them to look at me
like that, man. Yeah. I may meet them again. I don't know who this person is, what this person's occupation is. You never know. Yeah. Then there's I ain't scared of nobody. You know what?
I mean, you are. You are. But,
man.
But why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
Why do I care?
It matter? Yeah, that shit makes my blood boil anymore. Especially seeing men 25 and up, 30 and up, walking around here acting like they tough all the time. It's a lot of wasted energy, man.
Yeah. For what?
For what?
Yeah, a lot of energy on people that maybe I'll see him again, maybe I won't. But like, why do I care if somebody thinks that I'm tougher than them or cooler than them or like, I don't.
Never was a thing of mine. And
yeah, that's some toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity. See, we filling up that list for y'all.
That's the problem. But yeah, guns I think is like the ultimate way to be tougher. You know, it's like you're just as tough as everybody else if you're carrying a gun on you,
man.
And you're tougher than everybody that doesn't have one. But I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't think maybe everybody that wants a gun needs one. You know, like I was in the Marine Corps. Obviously, I don't care if people own guns necessarily.
Right,
but like,
right.
But like, if you stop traffic to pull out your gun on the highway and just start blasting indiscriminately, there was that couple that killed like a 6-year-old in like California or something. Yeah, they started blasting at somebody else's car and they killed a 6-year-old. Like, what did you accomplish? Now you're going to jail forever,
and you got to live with that on your mind
forever.
Okay,
because you were gonna be like literally 3 seconds later than like.
And you know, and I shot a man. You know, it's even hard for me to talk about now.
Yeah.
And I ain't even killed him, bro. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't find peace in my sleep for several fucking years.
Yeah. Imagine
several fucking years I couldn't find peace in my sleep.
Accidentally,
and I ain't even kill him. Let alone, you know what I mean? So
yeah, because somebody cut you off on the highway or something.
Come on, man. It's and I think back on my shit, man. It's like over nothing.
Yeah, man, nothing is that serious.
A bunch of
nothing is that serious.
Nothing. I feel like an idiot now talking about that shit, man. So I know when you get to that jail cell or that prison cell, man, them walls actually do talk. They do talk. That shit is real. That shit is true.
Yeah.
And they ain't no lying. They ain't gonna lie to you. They ain't gonna whisper to you. Nobody else can hear them but you. And you got to sit there and lay there and deal with that, man. I've been in cells with guys where you know they're dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're fucking dreaming. You know what it is. And it's like, fuck, that may be forever for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one if there's any time where you think you're at peace and at ease is when you're taking, a good nap or a good snooze.
Supposed to be.
And when you can't find peace there, you wasn't built to do what you were really trying to do out there, man. And that's my take on myself. Not talking about anybody particular, but yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, that's some good perspective, I think, man.
It's real,
that's
man.
a lot of
as you know, bro.
That's real introspective. I think in a situation like that, you have two options, and one is to do what you did, and the other one is to just keep staying the same. Like there's no growth there, but sometimes it's easier to not look in the mirror like that.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to look in the mirror and be like, you're dumb, you're doing stupid shit.
And
it's time to be different. That's why people in their 50s are still out here acting like they're 20.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. That's kind of what I was about to touch on, man. I mean, I got homies out here, man, still living like we fucking 19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for what?
And I'm like,
that's just not fun. That was barely fun then.
It wasn't fun then.
Like I look back on like drinking, like in the Marine Corps, we were drinking like crazy, obviously, and now like I don't even want to do it. Like we'd go to the store and we'd get a 30 rack for each of us. We would all go buy our own 30 rack.
Oh my God.
And that shit would be gone. There was a point in my life where I was getting off work and going to the store and buying a handle of booze and drinking it every single night.
Carlo Rossi.
Yeah, and it's like now I look back at it and I'm like, fuck, that sucked. And I'm like, why did I think that was fun, man?
Oh my God. Them late nights, man, just so much wasted time, man. So much fucking wasted time. So much. Think about how much farther or where I would be if not. What my grandma used to say, idle time is the devil's workshop, baby.
That's yeah.
Idle time is the devil's workshop.
Kind of is.
Now you're 50 years old, sagging pants, gang banging. I just saw, I won't call him an old friend, but he was just hanging over here on the corner, man. And I caught him, throwing up gang signs, and he saw me, man. He just all he could do was put his head down. I'm like, man, what the fuck are you doing? Are you serious, bro? You out here, man. And these little youngsters, man, they gonna murk you. Mm-hmm. They don't want to fight no more. And your reputation that you think you still have, they don't know you no more.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not even a reputation that you necessarily want.
You're
probably
30 years older than most of these Thundercats out here. They don't care about who you used to be back in 95. They'll knock your block off, man.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of my point. Like, why do you care who you used to be in 95?
Why do you care?
Like, why do you want to be that person? Like, the whole world is different now. The people you know are all different now. Like, why do you still want to be the same?
I got homies out here still trying to sell dope. Still trying to, just stupid ass shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Shit that there ain't no future in it, man. But we got the little homies out here that's looking at us, the 20-somethings, the early 30-somethings, man. And y'all leading them in the wrong fucking direction, man. Mm-hmm. Every other day on the news, like I'm afraid to find out who's involved in this shooting, man. It's
Yeah.
it's to the point where my little homies is out here. They 29 and 30 something where they supposed to be starting their life, but they got the wrong homie in their ear. You know what I mean? Then me, I'm square now.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear what I got to say because I'm
Right.
square now.
Right.
They want to hear that shit. And that shit, now we waiting on the names to be told who's involved in this shit, and I'm afraid for it. You know what I mean? It's to the point, like, damn, where y'all leading the little homies
Well, I mean, that's
now?
such a weird perception. Like, for you to be like a lame example, like you got a business, dude. You got a couple of different hustles. You got a business. You got a wife. You got a safe place to live. You're never worried about shit.
Exactly.
Like how is that? Like,
Exactly.
why does that sound worse than going out and being worried about being arrested, being worried about getting shot up, being worried about whatever? Like,
And it's-
where's
that's
like
crazy.
where's the perception?
That's
like,
crazy you say that, bro, because I'll take it all the way down to a kid right now in middle school.
Yeah.
He might be smart. He might be on honor roll. He tip top. He don't sag his pants. He wears his hat straight. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But the other little homies, they gonna make fun of him.
Yeah.
They gonna say that ain't cool. That ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and see that's
Like, what the fuck?
yeah. People bully for the weirdest shit. Like you're bullying him because he's smart.
Because I'm smart?
yeah.
Where, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Who-
So I guess what's the advantage? What's the advantage of being out?
Like, oh, let me throw this one at
I
you.
guess,
right
I
here.
guess money right now, maybe.
Yeah. I've been a bike rider my whole life.
Yeah.
Some people saw me, some people didn't. You know what I mean? But in the past, probably 6-7 years, I really got deep into it. Where I paid a couple grand for a bike.
Mm-hmm.
I got accused of what they say, Damon out here doing white people shit now. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm like, what?
Riding bikes is white people shit.
I guess whatever.
I bought my bike from you.
You did. I mean, and y'all must not be hip to who Major Taylor was. You know what I mean? Look up Major Taylor. There you go. I'm gonna bust y'all's heads with that. But yeah, being made fun of because I'm able to enjoy life.
White people shit.
Yeah, that's white people shit, right?
Why does that? I mean, why does that have to be a bad thing? I mean, why does doing white people shit? Why is that a bad? I don't know.
Don't let me show up at the golf course. Don't let me learn that shit.
Yeah, is that I guess what's the point? Is that supposed to embarrass you when they say that? Are they trying to?
I've never been that way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I've never been a hater. I've never, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I can't explain that mentality to
what
you.
the fuck?
We'd have to go catch one and hold him hostage and make him talk about it. That's the only way we're going to get to the bottom of that. I've never had that mentality
yeah, it's just
where, oh, man, you whack, man. You got straight A's, man. You on that bullshit. I mean, what? That just hurt my face even saying that.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand the disconnect. Why is it cooler to do worse in school? And it's only cooler until a certain point, and then you get to a certain age, and you're like, "Fuck, I should have finished school."
Me.
Like some people had to drop out out of necessity or whatever, and I get that. But some people dropped out just because they straight up didn't feel like being there. And then they get older, and they're like, "Fuck, I wish I didn't do that."
And that's what I tell the little homies all the time, man. And I talk about prison a lot, man, because it's just a part of my life. It's a big part of my life. Never to glorify this fucking shit, man, because that was a fucking shithole.
Mm-hmm.
But I got my GED in prison at, I think I was 32, 33. Not real late in life, but for sure too fucking late in life. You know what I mean? And luckily I have the attitude and the balls, to hustle my way back to the top.
Yeah.
But I tell the little homies all the time, man, you don't want to get to the point where you have to start fighting from behind every day.
Yeah, yeah, and they need people telling them stuff like that.
Because that's literally what it's gonna do.
Yeah, like when you're young and you're thinking about dropping out, and some older person tells you, "Oh, hey, yeah, just stop going. Like it's easy." That's what I did, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing.
Because that fight, some days I felt like I was 2 steps behind.
Mm-hmm.
In even tomorrow, I might.
Well,
be,
dude, I mean, especially now, I had to get a master's to get a job that you only need a bachelor's for.
You feel me?
Because this is a whole thing too. But the industrial school complex is the they push going to school and going to school and going to school because it's the only way to get a better job. But now everybody has a bachelor's degree. So your bachelor's degree doesn't even help you anymore. Like you have to have graduated high school and you have to have a bachelor's degree to get a job as like a receptionist now.
And us, they told, I think maybe elementary school, junior high, it was graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was, we'll talk about college.
Yeah, and then colleges started
then it
making
became
people
college.
money.
Yeah. Then it became, associates, masters, bachelors, and then and devaluing it under our noses the whole way.
Damn, my shit fucking stopped again. I don't know what my deal with this is. But yeah, so like the job I have now, the job posting said a bachelor's degree, but there's a few of us in the same like position. Every single one of us has a master's. Every single one of us. So if you had a bachelor's degree and you applied for that job, sorry, but you didn't get it because we all have masters. But there was no job postings for master's degrees jobs because they don't post shit like that very often, I guess. But yeah, it's like all they did was make it more competitive. And now everybody's in debt. Everybody can't find a job. And everybody is overeducated for the jobs that they need to. Because I don't even think the job I have now, I don't even think you would need a bachelor's to do, honestly.
Really?
No, like because you don't know what you're doing until you get there anyway. Like nothing I learned in school is teaching me how to do the things that I have to do right now.
Yeah, then there's that.
You know, like in college and grad school, I didn't learn how to do the stuff I'm doing now anyway. They had to teach me that when I got there.
How many people are?
Pretty much nobody. Like, like engineers and stuff, I guess, probably.
How many people are? I mean,
yeah.
How many? I mean, I'm sure the numbers are just crazy. The people who actually went to school for something and ain't doing nothing remotely close to what they went to school for. Mm-hmm. And still.
Well, and everybody's like either that or they just go to school for something. Like my degree's like, what'd you go to school for? Business. Like, what business? Just business.
Yeah, that always gets me. What business?
Yeah, I have a master's in business.
What exactly are you doing with that?
Yeah, so I applied for a job that was like a degree in business, but it's not, like none of the stuff I'm learning in school is necessarily
ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I guess, yeah, I know how to talk and read and write.
I mean,
and I learned that very early, and that's pretty much how I'm doing my job now. Is because I had to listen to somebody tell me how to do it, and I had to read something that told me how to do it, and now I can do it.
Well, where was I the other day? And I actually paid in cash, and man, I blew that kid's fucking mind.
Yeah,
man.
People think that's weird.
Well, he didn't know the math.
Yeah,
I had to give him $10 back.
Yeah. Cashiers get like surprised when
like,
you pull out cash.
bam. I just did that in my head, bro. Mm-hmm. You lucky I'm cool. I had already had it done. It's like, damn, man, y'all don't even know that no more.
Mm-hmm. Damn, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my camera, but shit keeps stopping. Every couple minutes, it just stops. Mm-hmm. So this video is going to be a little chopped. There's going to be a lot of Damon in this video.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Today was a good day, man.
Yeah.
Today was a good day.
Yeah, it was. Have you ever jinx anybody?
You know all the time. I do that shit all the time.
You say the same shit, you go jinx. All right. Okay, so you do it all the time, so you'll be on my side on this one probably. So I was at work and I was going to the bathroom, and me and this dude, I was going in, this dude was coming out at the same time. So we almost ran into each other, and then we're Midwestern, so we both said "ope." We said "ope," excuse me, sorry. We both said it at the exact same time. We both went, "Oh, excuse me, sorry."
Yep.
But so he said, "Oh, excuse me, sorry." I took it a step farther. I said, "Oh, excuse me, sorry, jinx," and then I laughed. I said, "Oh, excuse me, sorry, jinx." And this dude looked me in the eyes like stone cold, and he just walked away. Like he didn't enjoy it at all, and I felt like such a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, I do that shit all the time.
I felt so stupid, dude. It was like humiliating. Like you put yourself out there when you're jinxing somebody.
Sometimes
you're expecting some kind of reaction, but this dude just looked me right in my eyeballs like I was a dumbass and just walked away.
Yeah, you got to watch some motherfuckers these days, man. Like I said, these past 15 months really have changed people's.
Yeah, people aren't as cool with being
funny bone,
being
man.
social.
The funny bone, like, where's your funny bone, man? Goddamn, man, that shit was funny.
Damn, my shit stopped again. I'll look at this real quick.
I'm always looking for a good laugh, man.
Yeah, it's funny. I think jinxing people's funny. That guy didn't think it was funny. I guess,
he didn't. He must have didn't think it was funny.
Whatever. Yeah, it's like embarrassing, dude. You put yourself out there, and you just get a cold ass look. somebody walks away, you think you're being funny. And I only did it because somebody jinxed me a couple days before that. Like, and it wasn't even a verbal thing. It was like that we pushed the elevator button at the same time. And he was like, jinx. I was like, okay, cool. So this is a jinxing office, I guess I said.
Yeah, I do that shit. Yeah, I love fucking with people. And you can fuck with me back.
Hey. Yeah, see, that's where it gets sticky, is when people will like to fuck with people, but they don't like to get fucked with back.
Yeah, I'm cool with it, man. Shit.
Yeah, that shit's pretty weird. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I don't think it recorded shit.
Nada.
It's recording like 20 seconds at a time. So this might be another one where you just got a still picture of me, and you got video from Damon, because my shit's all fucked up. So I'm just gonna.
All right, y'all see me rocking to this. We just listened to Das Effects, y'all. And if y'all ain't hip to Das Effects, you hip to Das Effects?
Nah.
Das Effects, and I used to talk about mumble rap all the time. You know what I mean? And I will go ahead and admit Das Effects was mumble rap of the 90s.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, it was mumble rap of the 90s. What was they would start songs like bum skiddity bum. And you know what I mean? It was bullshit. It was bullshit. I didn't like Das Effects. Man, I'm looking for this video I meant to show you, bro.
I wonder if I need to free up some space on my shit. I'm gonna read you this. Now that I have my phone anyways, I'm gonna read you this. This text, it's a lot of text messages from one of my friends. And this dude, like, he's just one of those dudes that, like, normal shit just never happens to him.
Okay.
You know, like, he goes to the gas station and something fucking weird happens.
Uh-oh.
You know. So, this is him texting us. We got, like, a group chat. It's all dudes that were in the Marine Corps. So we have this group chat where we talk about shit every once in a while.
Right.
It's all dudes from Lincoln that I met while I was doing the security job. So we weren't, like, in together, but we were all in the Marine Corps. So he says that he's been busy as all fuck, and he had to run out to his work building real quick. He said, obviously, I'm already quite enraged trying to drive through Lincoln, which don't even get me started on that shit. County plate, motherfuckers. So he said he hadn't eaten today. He was so busy he didn't have time to eat, so he just stopped at Culver's before he had to go back to work for 6 hours. So he was like, I just wanted a plain old cheeseburger and be on my way. Dude finally comes out and hands me my shit, and then he starts trying to talk to me. So he says, I quickly deduced that this dude was mentally handicapped, and that changed up my attitude a little bit because he was being all pissy with him. So he said, dude asked me if he can get in the back of my truck and go for a ride. He said, I'm like, anytime, buddy, but I got shit to do, and so do you. So he's like, so then he tells him to get out of the truck. My friend says,
he got in?
No. He asked my friend to get out of the truck.
Okay.
My friend says, why? Obviously, because why? And his dude says, to give you hugs. Says, so I'm like, listen, dude, I'm not getting out because I got to go. But if you crawl your ass up here in the window, I'll give you a hug. Come on.
Right on.
And he says, like, fuck it, you know? So he says, in that time, my phone starts ringing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, he has this mentally handicapped dude trying to hug him through his window. Also, his phone's going off. So the dude's halfway through his window getting a good old-fashioned hug. I'm just trying to brighten up his day. He's in his Culver's attire and all.
Righteous.
So he's like, so I'm like, all right, gotta carry on. So he answers the phone and starts talking on it, figuring he was done here and the dude's gonna go deliver more food. So he switched into like, all right, I'm out of here mode. He looks a little left to see if he can take off without running the dude over, and he notices he's like inches from his face asking for kisses.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm trying to paraphrase this, so I'm like cutting a bunch of stuff out. But he's on the phone. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go, and he goes to look out his side view window. The dude's asking for kisses in his face, like. And he says the motherfucker was trying to kiss me on the mouth.
Oh, my stomach.
So he said he pushed him out of the window and told him no. He said no kisses, and got the fuck on.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
He wasn't recording none of this.
No, I guess not. Like, he's not that type of dude. He doesn't think about recording the shit. But
Shit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Like normal shit can never happen to him ever.
Damn.
Nothing normal ever happens. He goes to Culver's to get a burger.
It's him.
Ends up with a mentally handicapped dude trying to kiss him on the fucking mouth.
At Culver's.
Trying to kiss him on the goddamn mouth.
The restaurant of the senior citizens. Speaking of getting old, man, I had to quit going in there. I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? Am I in this group now?
You had to quit going into Culver's?
Ain't nothing but senior citizens in there.
Shit, Culver's don't really have anything for you anyway.
No, they don't.
They don't got vegan shit.
French fries that say your life as a vegan anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I don't think he even listens to the podcast, but I thought that shit was funny as hell.
That's hilarious. Kisses. No
kisses. And now me and my wife are saying that shit to each other all the time. We're like, no
kisses.
She's like, give me a kiss. I'm like, no kisses.
Oh shit! I don't know what I did. I would have gave him a hug. I would have definitely gave him a hug. Like, man, what's up with that, man? I would have fucked with him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely weird. Like,
I would definitely fuck with him.
I mean, a hug
You kiss everybody every day.
Hug is the least you can do, I guess. Yeah, does he try to kiss everybody that comes through there? I think my friend was just too nice. I think most people go, no, I'm good on the hug.
You gotta whop back up, man.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on getting hugged right now. But
especially right now with the new, it ain't new. Quit saying it's new too, man. This is the same shit.
Yeah. Oh, the Delta variant.
Yeah, man, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Man. The new variant, it's not new. Same shit.
Okay, I'm trying to get my camera going for like the last 10. It recorded like half an hour or so we should have some of it. Let's see if.
Well, I found this video. I sent you one. I forgot to send you this other one. And this is my guy, Coast to Coast AM official, George Norrie.
Oh,
Hidden ET civilizations above and below Earth's surface.
Is this about Antarctica?
Yeah.
Oh, my wife actually, she was like, you and Damon should talk about Antarctica because what the fuck is going on? I guess some people think there's been like frozen aliens there for a long time and they're like thawing out.
Yeah. I mean, I won't.
Which is the exact plot of that new Amazon movie with Chris Pratt.
Okay. I mean,
so, I don't know which.
He said that if you see it in a movie, they've already done it.
I don't know which came first, but there is a movie on Amazon right now where that's literally what happens. Spoiler alert. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but.
And the guy that he's interviewing is, highly decorated military.
Okay. Yeah. This video.
Emery Smith is the guy's name.
I feel like I've heard of that guy.
Said he's been there.
To the ET civilizations?
Hidden ET civilizations above and below Earth's surface.
Says he's been there.
Said he's been there several times.
What does he say is there?
Okay, man, you gonna laugh at me again. And like I said, I resisted watching this movie for so long because I thought it was a bunch of bull, you know what I mean? But when I watched Avatar and I hear this guy talk.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you know who James Cameron is, the director. Mm-hmm. That guy's been to the depths of Earth. That guy gets permission to do shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's been there. When you listen to this interview, and you've seen the movie Avatar, he's been there.
Damn,
he's been there. Everything he described, I'm like, oh my.
So it's like here. It's not like another planet. He's talking about like places
inner
here.
Earth.
Oh yeah,
inner
so like
Earth,
the hollow Earth
and
thing. I think that's different than flat Earth, hollow Earth.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Hopi, and I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but the Hopi,
the Hopi Indian tribe.
They were 8, 9, 10 feet tall. They were huge beings.
Is that true? Let me see.
They were some unique looking beings.
The Hopi
we'll say that.
Okay. I mean, they're still around.
Yeah.
There's still 19,000 of them.
19,000 of them?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't see anything about them being like weirdly tall.
No. I could be wrong about that one. Yeah, I think I'm talking about something else on that one.
Okay.
No, I think they had knowledge of it. They had knowledge of these caves
Oh,
crevices.
yeah.
They knew how to get
I've
there.
I've heard stuff like that. Yeah. Hold on, we'll get back to this in a second. I think I'm just gonna give up on my video for today.
I'm not a Google person. I remember shit and go off the head. I bet if I Google it, I'd get it right. But yeah, I think they had the knowledge and the know-all to get to these crevices on how to get through Antarctica, because they were up there.
Yeah.
That's where they came from.
Yeah. So what was this dude's deal? He's like a government guy, or what? The guy that says he was there?
Man, this dude, I don't know.
Yeah, like how'd he get there? What's his?
He's a technician.
Okay.
So he would go down here and, take parts off of plants and animals and the beings, what do you say, mermaid-like beings, and man, I'm deep underwater bases. I'm just like, and he's speaking matter-of-factly.
Yeah. I mean, I believe there's underwater bases and stuff. Like if there were aliens, I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be the best place for him to hide.
Well, that's what he said, and they have a base down there where there's a cave. What they said, 100 yards in diameter, the entrance, and they go in and out every day. They've been down there for years. They go in and out. They're down there researching us, and we're researching them. But there's been no aggressive movement between the two. I mean,
see, that's where I get, because I think if aliens were around, I think they just laser beam the fuck out of all of us, and then because like,
well, we're the only warmongering beings,
and honestly, that's exactly why I think they would, because like what, like
yeah, they're dangerous.
Because
right.
we're like mosquitoes. There's like we're just annoying probably.
Yeah, we're dangerous. Right.
Yeah,
and I had a guy, old Vietnam soldier, say that, where there were some times where he thought he saw things.
Really?
Yeah. Some of the worst battles that never happened. They would always see something, and it would never happen.
What do you mean battles that never happened?
Where there would have been mass casualties in during Vietnam.
Oh, so like something would have went bad, but then they saw something.
Because they saw something. This man's 75 years old.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean.
So what does he think they were doing? He thinks they were like intervening somehow?
Intervening, yeah. Yeah, and in many of these videos, apparently they've intervened probably hundreds of times already.
Yeah.
Probably more than that.
Damn.
But humans, like I said, I think we're the only warmongering.
I mean,
maybe they're not even thinking about.
They're probably not. It just seems so.
Maybe we're their projects and they're coming back to see.
Seems so silly. Hey, maybe, but like, yeah, you would think an advanced civilization would be. That's like some Star Trek shit. Like they didn't have war and stuff in Star Trek.
Exactly.
But I just think it's like for what?
Yeah.
Like for what? It's like we're all in this together, man.
Right.
Like, why do I got to fight you? And especially, honestly, I think if we did find out that aliens were real and they were like around, I think that'd be really unifying. I think that'd be like but only because, it's for the wrong reason, but only because then it'd be like Earth versus everybody else.
Exactly. See, so
it'd still be a problem.
It'd still be a problem. We would still want them gone.
Yeah. I just don't know why, but
and
it just seems like such an old thing to do. Like if there are aliens out there, they probably look at us like cavemen.
Well, I'm a firm believer that's where we got our technology.
Maybe even just the ideas for it,
Yeah. Here, try this.
Yeah.
Maybe those crashed crafts, UFOs or UFAs, whatever they're calling them now. Maybe here, take that, study that. Because there's a lot of shit that they're reverse engineering, as you probably know. You know what I mean? There's some shit that we're doing. Where you got guns and bullets now that go around corners and shit now. You know what I mean? That's shit's, you got missiles, as you know, that you can hit a dude right in his fucking window as he's eating dinner now, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's amazing. And even especially the shit that we'll never get our hands on. There's shit that we'll never see that they're doing right now. Like
Well, and eventually it gets to a point where war is not even like people anymore. It's like drones versus drones. And then at that point, it's like, what are we
where we
doing?
at? Where?
Well, it's like, what are we even doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are we just sending remote control airplanes blowing each other up? Like, what is even the point of that? So I think eventually it just gets to a point where like fighting is just stupid. Like fighting about what, man?
About what?
Like, and if there was like, not that there ever could be like a unified Earth. I mean, maybe eventually, but if the whole world was unified and everybody could use everybody's resources and stuff, I think a lot of problems would probably go away.
That would be, man, damn. That would be some crazy shit.
If there wasn't like, this is our oil, or this is our rice, or this is our GDP.
That would be some crazy shit.
Yeah, if there wasn't so much like this. I'm not saying like, let's go communist.
Being able to,
I'm not saying like, let's go communist or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like, if the stuff was just available, like if everybody had access to it,
being able to come and go as you please without,
like if it wasn't a big deal to get oil from Africa or whatever, if there wasn't so many like taxes and tariffs, because every time it changes hands through a different country, they all want a piece of it.
That's all it's about.
So gas costs $4 a gallon here because like every single country wants a little piece of the gas money.
Like the great E40 says, "Earth is my turf."
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think that maybe aliens will come down and the Earth will be more down to get unified and stuff. But as of right now, I don't think that. Like it'd be hard to even just unite like the continent of Africa.
Oh wow!
Like, you wouldn't be able to do that without problems.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
You wouldn't be able to call.
Especially there's even the intertribal.
Yeah.
Things.
You wouldn't be able to call Mexico and United States part of the same country without some big problems.
Oh no.
People would have some issues with that for some reason. But
yeah. I think even Canada would even right now.
Even if they were like, okay, we're gonna make Canada and the United States part of the same country, people would have big issues with it.
Really big issues.
Mostly Canadians, probably.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't even be able to do that. It's hard enough to even get the United States to be the United States. Honestly.
Yeah. And right now we got the unvaccinated versus the vaccinated, and they putting it in the media like it's the unvaccinated people that are spreading it. You know what I mean? And that's creating a mentality to where, true story. I just went in the other day and I put my mask on. You know, I'm a barber. I could probably understand this shit a little more, and everybody's looking at me, automatically assuming I'm unvaccinated because I'm wearing a mask. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're putting out in through the media. If you're still wearing a mask, obviously you're unvaccinated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, man? So yeah, they're creating that right now. So there's never going to be any.
No, I mean there's always something.
Always. Well, before that, it was the masked versus the unmasked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was the believer, the non-believer of the COVID versus the believer of the COVID. You know what I mean? So
it's always Democrats versus Republicans.
Yeah, then there's that, and then there's that.
Like white people versus black people.
Muslims against Christians. Yeah, I mean it's
there's always like I don't know. Everybody's trying to instigate something all the time.
And I just ain't with it. You know what I mean? I just ain't with it. I've lived a life where
it's actually really easy to just stop paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Like half the time somebody's like, "Oh, did you hear about this?" I'm like, "No."
Actually, no.
No.
And I don't want to really hear about it. No.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear about that.
Yeah, like I used to watch when I was working that security job. I used to watch the news every day, and I was a lot more like I spent a lot more time like worried about a lot more shit while I was watching the news because it's never. Well, they just tell you how everything is going to collapse.
You know what I'm saying? Especially through this pandemic, man.
Yeah.
I even had to tell my mom, especially my mom, with her being, over 60 and me and my wife, we got to quit watching this shit. Mm-hmm. Just stop. Just stop watching
It's just going to make you scared. That's it. That's it. All it's going to do is scare you.
Just fear all across the board. Don't do this. Watch you. Can't see your mom. Can't see your It's like, what the fuck, man?
And I mean, I can be as scared as I want to be, but I still got to go to work.
Still, there's, you know what I mean? And that was the thing.
So
there's
it's like,
people that still got to do what they got to do. You know what I mean? And you putting that extra bullshit on their shoulders.
Yeah, that's why I stopped really paying attention to like COVID numbers and stuff because like I still have to go to work downtown tomorrow.
And we're still not getting the truth about it.
Yeah, probably not.
Still not getting the truth about it.
Probably not. But numbers are going back up around here.
Exactly.
So I wonder how many football games we'll get to go to.
Yeah.
Did you see? We're coming up on an hour. But did you see Texas and Oklahoma are talking about moving to the SEC?
I think I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
It's gonna I don't know. It's really gonna destroy like the entire landscape. But like college football as we know it, if that goes down, college football as we know it is gonna go away.
Well, what is the term they use? Power 5.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want. They don't want the MEAC and the WAC and the
yeah. But I guess a lot of people are thinking like if the SEC gets bigger because some people from the SEC are saying it's more than just Oklahoma and Texas.
And
Yeah. So like if Oklahoma and Texas leave, the Big 12 is going to go away.
Yeah, it'll have
and
to.
all those Big 12 teams are going to have to go somewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's not even going to be a Power 5. It's going to be like a Power 3. There's going to be like 3 like super
even
conferences.
3 or 4,
like the SEC and the Big 10 and maybe like the Pac-12 or something are going to get all the scraps that's left over after like every other conference collapses.
Yeah, because Idaho State is in the pack, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's a bunch of weird. There's a bunch of weird ones, and then when the Big 12 goes away, like schools like Kansas and Kansas State, some of the conferences that don't have those money schools are maybe gonna look at them like, maybe we can snag something.
Big 10.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so there's just gonna be like 3 conferences that have like 40 teams each.
I kind of want that.
I don't.
I don't know where I'm at with it.
I don't know. I think that's what makes
it
college
has to be
different.
a good.
Everybody's saying it's going to be NFL Junior, and that's not what I want. I don't like the NFL. I don't watch it.
I don't either.
Yeah. No,
this is why. This is why I want this for college football. Does that make sense?
Yeah, maybe, but it's not even like for any problem that I have with the NFL. I just think it's boring.
It's just it's WWE to me.
Yeah, I just don't like it's just boring.
It's kind of like I grew out of wrestling.
Like, it should be more exciting than college football because
it should.
Every single player on an NFL team was the best player on their college team. Like every single person that plays in the NFL is the best person that played college football. So it should be fast.
I ain't never looked at it like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, like it should be fast.
It's watered down.
Should be faster. Should be more intense. It should be, but it's not for some reason.
Keep the same feel too.
Yeah, like for some reason, college football is way more exciting.
But
the NFL should be. It's like literally the best athletes that have like ever existed.
It's an actual different field. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah, the hash marks.
Yeah, so that's slow. When you get to the end, it slows the fucking game down. You don't see the options. You kind of do today, but I want to see some option in the NFL. I want to see some veers and shit. You know what I mean? But it slows that style of play, man.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, like it just doesn't. The games just aren't as exciting. Like
that will be I'm sitting here thinking, man, that will be a crazy move. I won't say Missouri. Yeah, Missouri. Yeah, they had some success. They beat some people
in the SEC.
Yeah, they didn't go to the SEC and get smoked.
No,
maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe. But I guess if that deal goes down, like all the schools in the SEC are looking at making $80 million a year off their TV deals.
Oh, that's why.
That's 100% why.
Well, Texas pulled that bullshit back when.
Yeah, well, and they're mad now because the Big 12 wanted them to extend their media rights to 2025, but they didn't want to do it that long. So they were like, "Oh,
well, they ain't no good no more."
Yeah, we'll just go to the SEC then.
They ain't no good no more.
But I think I saw somewhere that Texas is still. They still have the most. They bring in the most revenue, like as far as like money and like merchandise and stuff like that.
Well, it's Texas. It is Texas.
So like even if they're not necessarily as good as they used, I don't even want to say they're bad, just because like so's Nebraska. Nebraska's probably way worse. You see Nebraska football? The Twitter was talking shit about Iowa, and then Iowa's like, "Well, it's been 9 years since you beat us." It's just like, yeah, shut the fuck.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, maybe we're gonna go a little longer today, but I hate motherfuckers that are like, well, we have more national championships than you do.
And we ain't had one.
Yeah, what does that matter? Like,
there's kids, there's whole men, you know what I mean?
Like, we're not even going to bowl games.
That have lived long enough to, that's crazy. Yeah, 97 was the last time we had you. That's not even enough to talk about anymore.
Yeah.
So quit talking about that.
Yeah, like, so we have national championships and a place like Iowa doesn't. Who cares? They beat us every year.
And how many guys in the NFL past 5 years?
Yeah, they have more too. And they're going to bowl games.
Like,
people talk shit about, oh, you guys are out there losing bowl games. Well, they're going.
And they got a good history in Big Ten history.
Yeah, like, I don't understand why Nebraska fans feel like they get to talk shit about anybody at this point.
Well, first things
honestly,
first.
About anybody.
It's not a rivalry.
No, I don't think it's a rivalry.
Quit saying
either.
that.
Yeah. I don't think we have any rivals in the Big Ten. Like, I miss playing, like, when we were in the Big 12, like, every single week, I was like, oh, sick, we're playing Kansas. This is cool. Oh, we're playing Texas Tech. Awesome. We're playing Oklahoma. Nice.
And Kansas might be 0-6, but
yeah, but who knows?
They came to play.
Yeah, and Oklahoma was a big one. Colorado, we're playing Colorado. Sick. But now I don't even care. I'm excited to watch Husker football every week, but I don't care who we're playing.
I'm tired of the talking. Quit talking.
Yeah.
And again, like last week, I forgot to mention, man, I was spoiled in the 90s, man. In the 90s, those squads, man.
Yeah.
We had teams beat in warm-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Game was over in warm-ups. By halftime, I knew I could take a nap.
Yeah, people used to leave games early because we were winning.
I knew I could take a nap. I remember a game, I think it was Oklahoma State, and they had Thurman Thomas and Barry Sanders. I think Barry Sanders was a freshman. I don't think he really rocked the rock that much that game. But I think we beat them 89-0.
Yeah.
And
those teams are real good. I never saw it.
And
never really saw it.
I don't know if Nebraska still does it, but until you got to earn your in on your helmet. And that's kind of how you see, you used to be able to go to the open practices and the guy would just have a red stripe. Well, come game day Saturday, it's 77-0. Scout team quarterback's in there. And people know his fucking name. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got the scout team running back in here. This dude was in high school 6 months ago, and he's balling in front of 90,000. You know what I'm saying? Those are the days I remember where all four of our running backs are 100+ a game.
Yep.
And our quarterback.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Wide receivers is
I barely saw. I got like the tail end of it in like the early 2000s, but 95 championship, I was 5. 97,
okay.
I was 7. So like I kind of,
almost,
almost kind of.
Well,
but,
Scott Frost was the quarterback in 97.
Yeah. I remember Scott Frost. I remember that Missouri thing where like bounced off Matt Davison's foot. Like I remember the things that I've seen 100 times, but that's only because I've seen them 100 times.
I think who beat us that year? Because people were mad that year. Because I think we had one loss that year. I think it was Jake Plummer, Arizona State, 19-0. Shut us out, 19-0. Let me see if I'm right. This ain't Google, y'all. I'm going off the top.
What year was that, you think? It was
97.
97? Oh, yeah, we were talking about the Matt Davison thing.
Yeah, I think Arizona State, Jake Plummer beat us 19-0.
Yeah, see, and that's one, like, the national championship, but people are mad that they lost it.
That shut the city down that night, dude. There was no parties.
Nothing. I don't know. 97 says 13-0.
13-0.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
that was 96.
There was no year I remember we took a loss one of those years.
Yeah. Either way,
I think it might have been the year we had to share it with Michigan.
Was that 95?
No, I think we went undefeated all those years.
95. Yes.
No, we beat them. No, I'm wrong, bro. I'm wrong. We beat them 19-0, and it was a bad game.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, no Google, y'all. No Google. Players fuck up too. Yeah, we beat them 19-0 after winning so many games, like 60-0, 70-0. And
people are
pissed. We
pissed.
came to Arizona State. I think it was Terrell Suggs, Jake Plummer.
I do remember the days where like people would be leaving early because Nebraska was winning so bad. That hasn't happened in a long time. But people used to leave like halfway into the first quarter.
Yeah. I mean, it's 40 to nothing in the first quarter.
I was always like, "What are you even here for? Like, isn't this what you wanted?"
Well, we quit buying tickets for
you
that.
You can't even watch this when they're doing good.
It was like a Mike Tyson fight. Nebraska Husker games in the 90s was like a Tyson fight. No lie. First quarter.
By the pay-per-view, it's gone.
Shit, I'm still in line. I ain't even in the game yet, and it's 14-0 already.
Yeah,
I think that was what it was.
These were pretty crazy. Akron 59-14, UCF 38-24.
UCF
Washington, apparently Washington was number 2, 27-14. Kansas State, they were 17 at the time, 56-26. Damn.
They had a quarterback.
49-21, 29-0, 35-0, 69-7. Beat Oklahoma 69-7. 45-38, Missouri. 77-14, Iowa State. 27-24, Colorado. That was probably a good one. Oh, that was that one. That was the one where Matt Davison made that catch. Yeah. So that was a good one. 54-15, Texas A&M, and then 42-17, Tennessee. Old Peyton Manning.
Yeah, we kicked his ass. We kicked Peyton. That was
see,
90. That was 90.
Crazy.
That was 97.
Yeah, that's just
We
crazy.
played
It
Tennessee.
is never going to be like that again.
We kicked his ass.
I mean, I'm talking good teams like number 14. 50,
yeah, every week
by 50 points.
Every week.
Number 3 by 30 points. Yeah.
That's probably the most Peyton Manning's ever been on his back and his ass and his side in his life is when we played him in 97.
Probably.
He'll probably tell you that. Sheriff, if you ever hear the show, dog, tell me I'm lying.
Damn, wouldn't that be crazy?
That's the most you've ever been on your ass when you played them 97 Huskers.
You get an email from Peyton Manning.
Even in your pro career.
All right, I got to go fold some laundry and stuff. We went a little bit over, but that's cool.
It's all good.
Yeah, we're fine. Check us out, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. New episodes every single Tuesday. We're on YouTube, obviously, if that's where you're watching us. Pretty much every single podcast platform. These outro things are awkward, man.
And I promise I'll get back to y'all a little sooner. My bad.
Yeah. Damon missed some stuff on Twitter, but we'll get there. You got anything to say to us? Message us wherever we're at. Twitter, Damon will get to you. Always chilling podcast at gmail.com. And hope you guys have a great week.
Monday will be great for y'all.